All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another installment of the Blueridge Bounty. Okay, we got another qualifier. This is the last coin roll hunting video that's qualified for this Blueridge Bounty pool for the month of June. Okay, so it's a little bit late, but thankfully we squeezed it in there. And then I've made a decision. Tomorrow morning, July 1st, I will be doing the giveaway draw. So make sure you join me for that video tomorrow morning sometime. Probably it's going to be somewhere in that 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, slot. But anyways, here we go. All right, so as always, like, share, subscribe on today's video or on my channel for that matter if you're not a part of it. This is something new that I'm doing, and I have a little bit of news, guys. If you haven't seen my video on the trouble I've had just trying to get these rolls right here, make sure you check that out. The Blueridge Bounty, I'm going to try and continue this on for as long as I'm able to somehow scrape up rolls. We are in the middle of a coin shortage. It's just bad, horrible, crappy luck. It is. And there's really no other way to kind of angle it. But yeah, I went through 6 banks to get what you see on this tray right here. And yeah, it's crazy. Crazy stuff happening these days. So in any event, we're going to continue on. Somehow, some way, guys, I'll figure out how to continue this on into July. Hopefully this the shortage won't last too long. All right, so anyways, there's that. If you're new to the Blueridge Bounty coin roll hunting videos, okay, I want you guys to check out the video that's in the description box below the video. So just go ahead and hit show more or hit that little kind of like gray upside down arrow here on your mobile device and click the link. That's my video. You're going to need to watch that. That is the official entry video that I will be using for all of the giveaways as far as doing the random draw. All right. So there's no other way to enter. It's obligation free. It's kind of my way of giving back to the community, especially during these hard times with this pandemic going on. People are short on cash. So let's see what I could do to help pump a little bit of money to you guys just for watching my videos. So make sure you do that. Okay, so first order of business, I suppose, is that I had received 5 rolls of nickels. This is another mixer is what I call it. 5 rolls of quarters, and we got 5 rolls of dimes. All right, so here's the deal. Yeah, these dimes are all brand spanking new 2020s, okay? See that stack over there in the corner? Those are 2019s. There's 10 rolls there that I ended up giving a credit toward the bounty pool, okay? So the beginning bounty pool, in case you haven't been keeping track, is $95. So whatever we add on to that will be the final total for the month of June, okay? All right, so there you go. There's really no need to open up these brand new 2020 rolls. I'm just going to keep them sealed. There's really nothing to look in there error-wise. These are Denver's, okay? So brand new, full rolls of Denver dimes right there, 5 rolls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add $1 a piece to the bounty pool for each one of these since I'm not going to be opening them. So we're at officially $100. Yes, we have hit the good old $1 bill right there, century mark, I guess. All right, so what should we start with? Let's go ahead and do nickels. Let's see what we can find. But as always, for every error or variety that I come across, I add $2.50. Okay, there are no other special considerations for this particular video, other than maybe if there is a West Point quarter to be found in these quarter rolls, I will issue $2.50 toward the bounty pool. So wish me luck, guys. But this is it for June. Let's go ahead and wrap her up, shall we? They look like brand new nickels, but I don't know. No, they're just regular nickels. All right, so if we do find 2009s, I will also provide extra bounty money for those. Those are kind of like the modern key dates. So anyways, let's go ahead and get cracking, shall we? All right, so we're going gloveless. I haven't bought a new gloves to put on, so that's okay. All right, as you can see, lots of Denvers represented in this mix. I am located on the West Coast, therefore that's what I get, I guess. But anyways, hopefully we're gonna keep this video right around the 40-minute mark. That's where I've kind of been staying for the most part, which is a good thing. For viewability, it's very important. If these things drag on too much longer, they become almost unwatchable, which is why I'm doing the bounty pool in the first place. Coin roll hunting videos sometimes is like a waiting game. There are other roll hunters on YouTube that does this so much better than I do. With like $half and finding silver and just overall, I guess, video presentation is 100 times better. So, eventually I'll get there. But anyways, there's the first Philadelphia. That's a decent looking 1989. Pretty decent. I don't think it quite qualifies for anything. It wouldn't even qualify for my own album. But anyways, it's cool to find good looking Philadelphia coins out here on the West Coast. All right. Yeah, I mentioned 2009s, right? Yeah, there's another Philly. But anyways, how's your guys this evening going? You guys have anything special planned for the 4th of July, which is pretty much this weekend, right? We are already 4th of July weekend. And hopefully you guys are staying happy, healthy, and safe. Yeah, this whole thing has been scary. It's been scary, the sickness and everything going on. You guys know I caught it. I was down and out for probably, YouTube-wise, for a few weeks. And even when I came back on, I still had it, still had COVID. And it rocked our family. I remember calling my mother and telling her I had it, and she pretty much broke down. It was the hardest thing that I had to hear, and I'm hoping I never have to do that again. But it's just we lived through it, and we're happy and healthy now, which is good. And I'm sending you guys that same positive reinforcement and energy, so that way you guys don't get it. So whatever you have to do, I guess. But anyways. All right, so nothing notable yet through a roll and a half. We were just getting started here. I tried ordering a full box of nickels, and it wasn't happening. The two banks I went to, they said it's impossible. We cannot. We don't have the amount of resources. And it's kind of strange hearing that from a bank, because a few of the banks that I personally deal with. Let's see, is that? For a second, I thought it was rotated dies. Banks usually don't come across that problem, especially some of the bigger banks that do a lot of merchant transactions, small businesses and the like. But I don't know. We're definitely in strange times here, and we'll see how this all affects the roll hunting aspect of my channel. Although I did okay before, I wasn't doing nearly that many roll hunts. So crazy. Yeah, some of these coins I'll flip over. I'm like, ooh, it's a rotated die. Okay. So I do keep the pre-1960s. 59, that is the edge of the date limit there. So we'll put that aside. Anything pre-1950, I will award part of the bounty. I'll probably end up doing $2.50 for each one I do find. The last time I did nickels, which was a few days ago, I found some 1950s, but no pre-1950 coins. All right, so we're hoping to change that. Most importantly, I'm hoping that we find some silver, right? That's why we do the coin roll hunts at the end of the day, aside from looking for errors and varieties, which some of those are worth so much more money. And obviously that'd be fantastic. But anyways. Yeah, I pretty much lost my voice at the end of my last video. I mean, it was like 40 minutes long. But someone had told me, Sean, you don't have to talk through the entire video. But you guys, come on. The uncomfortable silences do bother me a little bit. It's just like, oh yeah, I just going through coins and not saying anything. So, I don't know. Well, here, let's give it a try for a minute. I will say something if I come across something. So, it's a 60. With some roller damage on there. This used to be an end coin at one point on a roll. Go through this roll, and then I'll start talking again. I know you guys like it. There you go. So how was that? I think if anything, what was it called? Because you could hear the change clanging in the background. It's more ASMR. All right, you know, without my voice in there. So some people like that sort of thing. You know, helps them calm down, sleep at night, get rid of anxiety, that sort of thing. But I was gonna say, hey, you know, we ought to do kind of like a coin roll hunting cocktail hour for all of you that's of age, of course. You know, bring your own favorite beverage, your libations of sorts. I like, you know, I've done a few of these videos where I've been, you know, I drink like a beer or something, you know. Figure why not, right? Why not? It's kind of loosen you up a little bit. I know it does me. Maybe it helps me find better quality coins, for crying out loud. Yeah, it's crazy. First bison, that thing's fugly. Oh man, I guess Sacramento's kind of like the king of crap when it comes to coins, because I was finding a lot of cool coins when I was out in the Bay Area, but since moving out this way, it hasn't been too fantastic. There's a 60, I think it's a D. Yup. But I feel like I'm getting a lot of recyclable coins that other people have already searched through. Although one of the tellers I ran into had 6 or 7 silver dimes in her tray, and I tried to be sneaky. I had a $5 bill, you know, aside from trying to get other coins. And I'm a member, okay? So I'm an account holder at this May. I noticed the 5 or 6 silver dimes in her tray, and I tried asking for some change out of a 5. So I was like, "Hey, can I get 4 ones and a couple quarters and 5 dimes to kind of like round it out, so that way it's a little bit more inconspicuous, I guess." And she had the silvers at the very end of the stack, and what she did was she moved the silvers and gave me some of the regular clad stuff. And like, oh my God, this girl can't be no more than like 21, 22. It's funny. I'm like, she knows it's silver. She knows it's collectible and worth money. So it's crazy. Because usually you hear you hear people that go to banks, it's like, oh yeah, met this girl who was probably like 19, 20 years old, doesn't know anything, and I found like 8 silver quarters in her tray, and she gave them all to me, and she didn't know any better. And I'm like, well, this day and age, those same girls are a little bit more educated than they were 10 years ago. That's for sure. Especially when you could turn a dime into $1.35 or whatever the melt rate is for a 90% silver dime. Yeah, the game has kind of changed, and we could all thank those crummy YouTube coin channels, for crying out loud, for educating the masses. Those buttheads. Anyways, if I come across one of those guys, believe you me, I'm gonna have a few words with them. Just gotta make sure my chewing gum doesn't fly out of my mouth when I do. 70S. Well, we haven't come across the San Francisco nickel in quite some time, and there you go. In case you haven't figured it out, it's nothing really special. A bunch of them were made. All right, we're coming to a close on the nickels rather fast here. I'm down to the last third or so here of the final roll. So let's see what we got, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, because otherwise, if I didn't do the Blueridge Bounty and you stared at me while I went through all of these ho-hum nickel rolls, you guys would feel like, man, I just wasted 15 minutes of my life or 40 minutes of my life. And we don't want that. We want to make sure that you guys are well compensated, or at least one of you. I wish I could give you guys, every single one of you, a bounty. YouTube doesn't quite pay that much to coin YouTubers yet. Maybe I ought to go into comedy. I'm funny looking. Which I'm fine with. I mean, if you can't laugh at yourself, then you must not be having fun in life. All right, do we see anything in here? I don't know. All right, well, if we come across any 1983s, I'll pull them aside, and we'll work something out with the bounty. As you guys know, I do set aside the 83s because I assemble full rolls, and I have someone local that actually buys them. So the bicentennials, I also pull these aside in the event that there's a double to die on there. So I go through them. Well, there you go. Shoot, 83. Let's see if we can find 5 of these. If we do, I'll throw in 250 into the bounty pool. I think the last time I said that, we ended up with like 4. All right, so let's not jinx it, guys. All right. River of No Return, Denver. It's a real shame the National Park Quarter program is coming to a close. Even more of a shame that this program doesn't have nearly the size of following that the state quarter program had when it first came to be. 1999, that was the first year. Look at this thing. Yeah, that coin looks like it's 20 years old. And so is this one. 66. That's a good date to pull aside because of the very notable double to die that could be in there. So we shall see. We shall see. All right. Like just once, I want to find a Philadelphia Harper's Ferry in here. Like this one is a Denver. Okay. Last part of this roll. Another River of No Return. Pull that 70. Make sure there's nothing crazy going on there. I have to say the Connecticut quarter is by far my favorite. Look at this thing, 1986. It's actually a little bit larger. This thing got hammered and smashed down. Wow. Poor quarter. Vicksburg. This is probably the first time in about 100 rolls I found a Vicksburg. This came from a date in which a lot of the coins from 2011 were produced in low quantities compared to any other date around it, all the way up to 2020. 2011 had some of the lowest mintages. Now, if you were able to locate, locate some original BU rolls, whether it's the US Mint ones or bank wrapped, of any of those dates of 2011, they're actually worth quite a bit of money. I think the last time I saw one sold for about $40 or $50 for a single roll. Crazy sauce. All right, so no silver here on this 75% part of it, but let's see what we could find here. There's 84, close. 65. There's 83, very good. All right, let's go ahead and pull that one aside. So we are up to 2. We just need to find more older ones, right? You guys concur? Denver, Voyagers, San Antonio, West Point. Nope, it's Denver. Have yet to find my own West Point in a roll. Of course, there's only 2 million, right? How easy can they be to find? Some of you are finding 20 of them in a box. Lucky. Uh-oh. See that? 83. All right, we're up to 3. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. So, American Memorial, Denver. River of No Return. Doesn't it blow your mind? You come across a quarter that is like 10 years old and it still looks as good as the day it was new. Like this Denali is not too bad. I mean, if you were starting an album with your kids, this would be a great candidate to put in that album. But there you go. We are continuing on. All right, last little bit of roll number 2. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me on this this journey we are on. I appreciate it as always, and I'm on. You know, for the month of June, you guys got to hand it to me. We're doing something a little bit different, and different is important. Because if you continue to do the same stuff expecting different results, that is the definition of insanity. You guys have heard that before, right? Yeah, pretty crazy. 90, and finally a 96. Okay, so we are down with 2 rolls. We got 3 more to go. We have 3 83s. We got a couple. Actually, we have 1 bicentennial. Let's see if we could find 5 of those. And I could award a nice little bounty edition there. All right, so we got a little bit here. What's that? Okay, that's a clad. Never mind. I thought it was something important. Okay, that's a good looking one there. San Antonio. Decent looking 95 there, huh? That's why I remember when they looked like back in 1995 or 96. They were way too glossy. Way too glossy. Well, they had a lot of shine to them, let's say. Denver. We're about halfway through roll number 3. Aye. Ugh. Jeez. Filthy, huh? What happened to that? That's got to be like a chemical damage cleaner of sorts. Because the back of it also has some of it too. And it's a little bit rough there. Kind of feels like rust at first touch. Crazy looking coin. Bat crazy. There you go. Found my first one of those a few weeks ago. Still haven't found a Weir Farm yet. And I guess the Salt River Bay one is out, from what I understand. Although the whatchamacallit is not out. The West Points. I have my fingerprint on there. So, hip hip hooray! All right, last little bit of roll number 3. That's Denver, right? Yeah. 84. 74. Ugh. So there's 66. Pull that bad boy aside. 95. West Virginia and South Carolina. All right, 2 more to go, and then we are all set here. Nope, no silver on there. I see a few flashy edges there, so that can only mean one thing. Nicer, newer quarters, right? Am I right? There we go. So 93, right? Okay, there's a lull, our first one. Denver. All right, all we need is 2 more 1983s, and we are home. We are certainly home there. It's Delaware. It's not the Spitting Horse variety. I think those were only on the Philadelphias, if I'm not mistaken. All right, last third of the roll. Roll number 4, 65. Okay. I love it when the coins just come cascading off my fingers. Like I don't know what I'm doing. It happens. '73. A seldom seen date, that's for sure. It's decent looking Kentucky right there. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, a lot of Denver action in these quarters this evening. The other night when I had quarters, I actually had a nice little combination of Philadelphia's and Denver's, which is not too bad considering the West Coast crowd of usual Denver's in there. So, all right, last roll, guys. Let's see if we can break out in a huge way here. Some more new edges there. So we got some more 2019s, maybe a 2020 sprinkled in there. All right. Well, we got an 83. That's a Philly. They don't need to look pretty. So we got 4. We just need 1 more. And that'll effectively add $2.50 to the bounty pool. See, I told you. It happens to the best of us. Ooh, American Samoa. Denver. I got my fair share of these already. They're cool coins, though. It's probably one of my favorite designs in the National Park Series, by far. I still have to give my nod, though, to, nod to Hawaii. That's by far my favorite. Okay. Ooh, that was a close one. You see that catch? Philadelphia, North Carolina. There's American Samoa. There's no bats on this one, though. What's up with that? 74. Will we find 1 more 83? That's the question. Virginia. It's for lovers. All right, last little third. Let's see. Philadelphia, Maryland. Makes sense. Look at this Harper's Ferry. Jeez. It's even got a hole in Washington's head. 74. 82. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. We got 6 quarters left, and they gave me an 82. That's dirty pull. Oh, brother. All right, 72. Frederick. Oh, I thought. Oh, look at this. San Antonio. Holy crap. Oh, my God. That does not look like a coin from 2019. You guys agree with me? Jeez. 87, and we're going to end it off on a national park. I'm sorry, guys. Arches. Okay, well, let me go ahead and take a quick look at a few of these 66s, and I got one bicentennial quarter out of the bunch. So, I don't know. You always have to look, though. You never know what could be lurking. All right, nothing on that 66. Nothing on this 70D. Another 70D. Nope, does not have anything. And another 66. No, nothing. Drats, man. All right, nothing there. So we ended up with 4 83s. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. All right, so we have this, and we have the one bicentennial. I will award $1 a piece for that. So that brings our total up to $105. Yes, $105. That's what I'm going to be giving away tomorrow, July 1st, on BlueRidgeSilverhound. So I want you guys to stay tuned when I do that video. It's going to be a quick video. It's not going to be live. I'm going to go on screencast, and I am going to go and pull up the video, the launch video from a month ago or whenever it was. And I'm going to pick a winner out of those comments. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and click down below here and make sure you get your entry in. I will be paying preferably with PayPal as a gift, so that way there's no fee. Once the money leaves my account, that's it. All right. So anyways, that's gonna doozer on this video. I want to thank everyone for joining. Sorry there was no huge hitters in this one. I was pulling for you. That's for sure. But anyways, those are the breaks. You know, if I did more, then the results would be a heck of a lot better. And there's just a lot of uncertainty with trying to get rolls from the bank these days that you just never know what's going to happen. And if I come across a lot of resistance, okay, the Blueridge Bounty might go on hold for a little bit. I'm not sure. We'll see. But anyways, we're going to try and keep this train going. All right. By any way possible. I do have a source that has bulk wheat bags. Those are always great to go through to find varieties, especially. And there's errors in there too. I have found my fair share of everything. You guys have seen my videos on some of my finds. So yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow, July 1st. I wish you guys a wonderful rest of your evening. For a lot of you, it's already July 1st for you folks on the East Coast and beyond. I'm your host, Sean, with BlueRidgeSilverhound. And as always, Coinaholics, we are discovering together. You guys take care. I'll see you on the next video. And thanks for watching these long coin roll hunting videos. I do appreciate it. Good night.